it is me, Eric, and apparently I teach you how to play basketball today, along with ASMR. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are well. I'm on the basketball court today, and as per request, well, actually, I don't think anybody requested it, but I'm going to teach those who don't know the basics of basketball. I hope you guys enjoy. So, I guess I will explain to you guys basics of, NBA basketball, and regular basketball. That first shot of me was on the basketball post. I stuck the magnet to it, and then I shot, and then it dropped. My camera dropped, so you're right here now. Okay, so this line out here is known as a three-point line in the NBA or other leagues of basketball, but outside, normally, you would count this as 2 points. And then anything inside the line would count as, in the NBA or professional league, it would be counted as 1 point. In the NBA, 2 points. I got that mixed up. Outside is 1 point. NBA, other leagues, is 2 points. But FIBA 3-on-3, it'd be worth 1 and 2. FIBA and outdoor kind of correlate together. FIBA 3-on-3 does, right? So, simple stuff. Another basic rule, the lines on the outside, if you can note, if it can show up on the camera. Let me see if it's on the camera. See the black line surrounding the court is the out of bounds line, pretty much. So, bring the ball out, you're out of bounds. I'm out of bounds right now. Now, I'm in bounds. Pretty basic stuff, but a lot of people don't seem to know that. Okay, another basic rule. If you're moving with the ball, you have to dribble the ball. You can't hold the ball and walk. You must dribble the ball. So now you know the basics of basketball. The two most basic, or I guess the three most basic things. So now, to score a basket, pretty simple. You just need to make it in the basket. And if you, like I said, do it from within the line, it's worth 2 points if you do it outside the line. So, that shot would have been worth 3 points in the NBA, 3 points in any other league, or 2 points outside if you play with that. But obviously in the NBA, the 3-point line is further back. This is really a mid-range, but I'm not a professional, nor is the people that come outside. So that's how you score a basket. You just get the ball in the net, and there you go, 2 points. So now you guys know the basics of basketball. I should end the video right there, right? But no. So that first shot I did was a jump shot. The second shot I did was also a jump shot. Maybe a set shot, but yeah. A layup, pretty much. You come and you lay the ball into the net, right? So another form of a shot that you can do is called a hook shot. Is where you hook. It's kind of like a layup, but you hook it in. It's just a hook, right? Another shot you could do is a floater. Just float it in, just like that. So another way you can score is in the mid-range, which would be between the 3-point line and the box in the middle, which is what we call the paint. You can score in the paint however you want, right? Layup, floater, hook shot. I taught you. You can do floaters and hook shots outside of the paint as well. In the mid-range, you can also take a jump shot, like that. Very simple stuff. Not simple, obviously. So another way you can score, yes, is called a fadeaway. Let's pretend there's a defender in front of me. You back them down, and then you're just basically fading away from the basket. That's one way you can fade away from the basket. Another way is, you dribble. Say the defender's in front of you, step back. I don't know, that wasn't really a good example, but you get my drift on that. Another way you can score is, it's called not a hop step, but a step back. Dribble, one step back, score. Pretend that went in. So there's a ton of ways you can score. Probably more than what I've shown you. Actually, not that much. The point is, the ball goes into the net, right? So we've learned the basic rules. Out of bounds, you have to dribble the ball, 3-point line, shots in the paint. So when you dribble the ball, here's another rule. When you dribble the ball, you can take 1-2 steps into your shot. Pretend that went in, right? I don't know why then it's... When you normally do that on a layup, but you can also do it on a jump shot when you take a step back, right? But you cannot take more than 2 steps. So when you have your pivot foot, especially when you're in the paint, say you're in the paint, so this foot is my pivot foot, this foot is my planted foot. I cannot move this foot. I can move this foot all I want, but I cannot move this one. I cannot step on this one again. So if I lift this up, my planted foot, I can't step on it again. A lot of people don't know that. But you can pivot. But you can lift up the foot. You just can't land on it again. And that's what tricks a lot of people. Because a lot of people don't know the basic rules. Dribble, step, pivot, or I can just step through and score. Easy stuff, right? So, even when you're passing, if you're passing, it's a very complicated rule, right? Let's go to pass. Let's say dribble. 1, 2, I have to pass. If I'm not going to shoot, I have to pass. Or if you're strong enough, you stay on this leg, but you cannot put this leg back on the ground. A lot of people don't know rules. So this line right here, if anyone's wondering, in a proper league game, this is a free throw line. Free throw you would take if you got fouled while you're shooting. So you'd come to the line, you shoot a free throw, shoot 2 free throws actually. Anyway, foul is when you get hit on the arms, you get hit on your body as you're shooting. It's very complicated stuff you don't really need to get involved in right now, because it's a very touchy subject. Depends on who you're talking to, because people in the NBA, how do I describe it? Anyways, it's a very touchy subject, because it's not a touchy subject. It's just like, what constitutes a real foul, right? If I get hit on my arm while I'm going for a layup, that's an obvious foul. If I'm shooting the ball and somebody lands on me in my shooting motion, that's a foul. But if I shoot pump fake, somebody lands on me and I haven't shot yet, that's not a foul technically, right? It's very complicated what constitutes as a foul. Dribbling, easy, dribble. If you want to learn how to play basketball, just do the simple, basic. So you have the ball, dribble with one hand, dribble with the other hand, okay? Cross between the legs. Very easy stuff. Or get low, behind the back. Easy stuff. And you try to do it with both hands. If you're comfortable with it, you know what I'm saying. Shit. Another easy thing. And then for new people, what's very important is knowing how to pass. Now, I don't have another person to do this with, but, just being aware of what's going on around you. Even in an open gym in a league, the best thing to do is, if you're not good at anything, is to be a good passer. Right? If you can't do much of anything, being a good passer and knowing when to pass is very key. You could be completely ass, but if you could play defense and know how to pass a ball, a lot of people will pick you up, because a lot of teams, especially outdoor, they need somebody that can slow the tempo of the game down, especially when you have a lot of people on your team that want the ball in their hands and just want to go score. It's important for you as a passer to know when to pass, to slow the tempo of the game down, and to assess when to make a good pass. I wish I had somebody else to do this, because there's a lot of other examples I could show you guys. Like a pick and roll, right? Pretend there's somebody defense on me. I had another. Actually, this is so hard to explain, but a pick and roll is when you have a defender on you. I'm on offense with the ball. I have a defender in front of me. I have another teammate would come around, stand right beside the person defending me, and I would go around that guy easily. It's like one of the most basic plays in basketball. So if you're still new to the game, being able to do a pick is crucial. So after that pick, normally and outside, defense isn't as elite, right? So that person who's setting the pick could just roll. And when I mean roll, say I'm the pick, right? Let's say somebody goes around me. Now I go to the basket because I have a wide open lane to the net. And a lot of people in pickup do not know how to do a simple roll, and it pisses me off. But if you can master those passing, pick and roll, and a decent defense, anyone can pick you up in a pickup game. It's very, very simple. If you're not a strong shooter, you're not a strong dribbler, those things will come with practice over time. But if you're like asserting yourself or jumping into games without a good jump shot or anything, being able to pass, being able to play, decent defense. And what else? Doing a pick and roll and, hitting your occasional layups, like how I just missed right there. Very crucial and essential stuff. I think your jump shot will come later, and how to shoot will come later. That you need practice. You can't just go into the game and just start shooting random jump shots, especially if you don't work on it. I hate when people do that. I hate when people who can't shoot jump jump shots. So basically, a jump shot, or just a shot in general, allows you to shoot further away from the basket. You can shoot 3-pointers, shoot mid-range, various types of shots. That's what a jump shot basically allows you to do. It gives you the freedom to score a basketball at an easier level. Not easier, kind of, but not the freedom, the flexibility to score. So you're not limited to just layups, floaters, what I said in the beginning. And, the best way to learn how to shoot a basketball is go in front of the net and shoot the ball. Come in front of the net and shoot up at the rim with your dominant hand. Your offhand, or in my case, my left hand, is just used as support to bounce the ball. The sun is in my eye, but you start getting comfortable hitting shots very close like that, and then you can move back. You can start moving back. I don't know. When you're comfortable with the range you're at, then you move back. And mechanics are important. It's important that your elbows are in alignment with your knees. But also, stronger people who are strong have what we call a 2-motion shot, where you jump, you hold the ball, and then you release. If you can do that, you're a pretty strong person, upper body wise. People with the 1-motion shot, I don't know how to do a 1-motion shot, to be honest. I used to do, there you go, like that. One where it's just a fluid motion. Is for people who should focus on when they're studying. Like that. I don't know if you guys can really tell the difference of what I'm doing, to be honest. Yeah. Basics of basketball, guys. If you want to learn how to do a layup, simply just go to the net. 1, 2, float. Now, obviously I'm right-handed, so I'll go from the right side. Go 1, 2, in the net. If you're left-handed, you would do the opposite. So you go 1, 2, up, and in. Simple. And then you can practice your layups. easy, and then you can, you know, learn, go further. 1, 2, up and in. Pretend that went in. See, you can tell I don't do layups a lot. Or, you know, 1, 2. Just play around, pretend. It's always good. Never have an object in front of you that's just still, because that's not realistic. You're not going to, if you're practicing on your own, I mean, you're not going to ever have a still defender. So when you practice on your own, imagine someone in front of you. Do the walk of shame to the ball. Now, just like any sport, basketball is another sport you can learn. Easy to learn. Any sport is an easy sport to learn the basics, right? It's just like, okay, how good do you want to get, right? How good do you want to be? That's where the skill comes in. Obviously, I'm not skillful enough to be in the NBA or anything, but in a good pickup game, actually in any pickup game, I'm scoring either half of our points or more. That's how good I am. Pretend that shot went into. Now I'm not even gassing myself up, because that's the truth. And if I'm not scoring, I'm assisting, which means the pass that leads to a basket. Let's say I caught a pass right here, boom, and I score. That would be an assist for whoever passed me the ball. So either I'm scoring most of the points or half the points, or I'm assisting on half or more. If I'm not doing good scoring, I'm passing the ball. I will pass the ball, and people trust me to pass the ball to them to score. So to end this video off, we're gonna make a 3-pointer, because you cannot ever leave a court on a missed shot. Okay, guys? Crucial rule. It's not written anywhere, but it's important. And I only took one try, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in my next video. Yeah.